I just did a thing that could ruin my relationship with my SA for good. Let's chat. Hola, pretty people. I am LaThomas, and welcome to Pretty Boy Boutique. If this is your first time here, this is where we discuss luxury, fashion, investment items that can actually make you some money, and everything in between. Today we'll be unboxing 3.5 things that I recently got, and I say half because 2 of the items happen to be the same exact item. I'll explain a little later in the video. We'll also be discussing something that I recently did that I kind of regret, and it may have screwed up my relationship with my SA, but hear me out. So I promised you in the first video that I would discuss in a later video my journey with Hermes. Now, that won't be exactly this video, but I promise it's coming up soon. But let's have a little story time. So one of my first encounters with my current SA, we had a conversation about some wish items. There was a handbag that was in the boutique, not for sale, and that handbag was a Kelly Depeche. I told her that I absolutely love the design. I want this bag. I gotta have it. So she let me know these are kind of hard to come by, but she'll keep her eyes open, and if one comes in, she'll hit me up. The very next day, I was on the website just exploring what they had, and I came across a Kelly Depeche that was available. I went crazy. All I had in my mind was, it's hard to find. They don't see it in the boutiques very often. And I was like, well, I have to get my hands on this bag now. But I didn't want to get it without having a conversation with my SA first. So I called her, not remembering it was her day off. I called the boutique. I text. Blew her phone up. She ended up calling me back the next day. Of course, the bag wasn't on the website anymore. And she let me know, hey, LaThomas, I'm very shocked that this was on the website. Next time you see it, go ahead and buy it. So in my head, I was thinking, okay, so if something's pretty rare and I find it on the website, my SA has no problem with that. So I said that to say, I happened to purchase an item or 2 from the website. But in my defense, it's something you don't come across very often. The website had some Rodeo charms. I was able to buy 2 of the same item on accident. I'll either need to sell the other one or I will probably return it. I don't know. I did contact my SA after I purchased these items and let her know that I got them. She was totally fine. Our rapport is so good that if you saw us in the boutique, you would think that we've already known each other for years. So I said that to say, build that rapport with your SA. Get to know them as much as you want them to get to know you, and find out what their boundaries are. Would they have a problem with you shopping online? Would they have an issue with you shopping in Paris? How did they feel about you shopping in Hawaii? Have these conversations. I know I did, and it worked out in my favor. So they just arrived, but I'm only going to show you one because, like I said, they're both the same exact item. But as you can see, I have 2 other bags here. That's because after having that conversation with my SA, she was able to get her hands on 2 other Rodeo charms for me, and I want to show you what they are. And one of them is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and unbox these. This is the packaging that the Rodeos came in. Pretty inconspicuous. My favorite part is the label, because nowhere on here does it say Hermes, so you don't have to worry about anyone knowing what it is. This was my least favorite part because the packaging was so difficult to open. As you can see, we have a little message from Hermes on the lid. It says bienvenue, which is welcome in French. Right here is the return and exchange instructions. Inside is the receipt, but on the opposite side is a list of Hermes boutiques that you can return these items to. If you'd like me to go into further detail about the online exchange and return process, let me know in the comments below. There it is. This is the Rodeo MM, which is the medium-sized bag charm in Sesame, Crêpe, and Noir. This is currently $590 plus tax. This is made out of Mila lambskin. It is pretty simple, but very well crafted. Beautiful nonetheless. All of these are going to be very soft to touch. Next, we have one of the 2 Rodeos that I got from my SA. Of course, that's the receipt. Obviously, we have our infamous orange box. This Rodeo is probably my favorite because
because of the color alone. This is fully lime. That's the name of the color. And it is like a true yellow. Looks like a lemon. This is a size MM, $590 plus tax. Last but certainly not least, this is my second Rodeo from my SA. This is a little different than the other ones. This envelope actually contains a passport. Yes, you heard me correctly. This Rodeo comes with its own passport. Comment below if you know why. But as you can see, this Rodeo is considered exotic because the saddle is in lizard. The rest of it is in craie. This is size PM, which is the smallest size, and it costs $710 plus tax. So remember that passport earlier? It's technically called a CITES certificate, which stands for Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. There are varying restrictions depending on the leather, skin, etc. throughout the world, especially when it comes to export and import. So you just want to make sure that you have this at all times when traveling, especially internationally.
So yes, those are my new bag charms. Now let's discuss the investment side of my channel. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, Rodeo charms, depending on the size and color, are not always easy to come across in the boutiques. So if you're looking for a Rodeo bag charm that you are wanting a nice return, definitely go for your smaller sizes. The smaller size is the PM, the medium size is the MM, and the largest size is the GM. The smaller the bag charm, the more people are seeking it. That's not the only thing you want to look for. You want to go for your solid colors. So typically a Rodeo charm comes in no more than 3 colors. But there are times where the Rodeo charm is all one solid color. Those are also the ones you want to look for. And the ones that sell the most are your rare items. For example, a PM So Black Rodeo charm with the alligator saddle. So just keep that in mind. I've been to fashion shows as a model and as a social media influencer, and I have noticed that larger handbags are making a comeback. And I know we've been saying this for some time now, but they really are coming back. I normally gravitate towards larger handbags anyway, not for travel, but because I'm not a short guy, and you know, as petite as I look on camera, darling, I'm not that small, so it makes you look even smaller than you are. So a larger bag charm would look better on, let's say, your Birkin 40s or Birkin 50s, which I am definitely interested in. Nevertheless, I know it's not for everyone, but it would look kind of silly on a mini Kelly. So that's why I believe in collecting all sizes. I tend to switch up my look pretty often. You never know what you're gonna get. And I just feel as though with the different size bag charms, I can dress up my handbags and give it a different look. And that's what it's all about. So that's all I have for you guys today. Please, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Press that bell button so that you can be alerted as soon as I post a video. I've been a little under the weather, if you can't tell by my voice. That's why it's been a while since I posted a video. We are going to pick that right back up. Thank you so much for being here. As always, I love you, I appreciate you, and I enjoy you. Bye.